What's up, little niggas? So it looks like about 2 months back when I made that video about Matt Nagy being the main problem for killing the Bears' momentum from making the playoffs by benching Trubisky during that Falcons game. Well, looks like motherfuckers, I was right all along, wasn't I? Now, granted, there was a few things that I wasn't right about. I wasn't right about the fact that the Bears will lose to the Bucs the following week, and then, that they'll get blown the fuck y'all, yada yada yada. They only won by 1 point, but a win is a win regardless, so I'll take it. And I even predicted that they would lose to the Titans, which they did. And I was also right about the fact that Nick Foles can never last a full season either. Obviously, I wish him a speedy recovery, but my mans, you're just not the right guy for the Bears offense. It's just that simple. You are a backup for a reason. It's money-making Trubisky, the GOAT. So stay in a backup's lane, bro. So right now, I think that we can all agree that if Trubisky was not benched, the Bears probably would not be in second place right now. And our offense could have ran so much more smoothly nonetheless. So here today, I'm going to break down the reason why the Bears' potential playoff run was almost killed thanks to one man. Let's go. The Bears start their season going 3-0 with the team winning over the Giants, the Lions, and then the Falcons. They came in smoking hot, like bacon burnt hot. I was almost anticipating that we could have gone undefeated the entire season until Trubisky got benched for Nick Foles, Napoleon Dynamite, in week 3 against the Falcons. Now, why did Trubisky get benched exactly? He got benched because Matt Nagy was basically looking for a good-ass lame excuse to bench him this entire time because of how inconsistent he was. He threw an interception to a defense that he was not able to read in the first quarter, and I guess the coach needed him to fuck up one time just to say, oh, nah, bro, you gotta sit down. That was some bullshit. So he set his ass down. So Nick Foles, being their guy, I guess, at the time, got his spot over the 2017 overall pick Trubisky and got the win over the Falcons, scoring 3 touchdowns, coming back from a 16-point deficit against the Falcons. I mean, come on, bro. It's the fucking Falcons. What do you expect? This is what they do best. So then after that, the Bears team relied heavily on the passing game rather than the running game, which is something that we should have done more of, but it's whatever. But since this was Nick Foles' team now, he didn't really accumulate to none of that in a time where we really needed it the most, especially with Tyreek Cohen being out and David Montgomery's numbers were dropping as well. So I guess that was part of the reason why we weren't running the ball as we should have been doing. So then after Nick Foles got injured, the Bears went 2-5 with him as the starting quarterback. Isn't that fucking lovely? Only scored 117 points. The second fewest points being behind the New York Jets, the good old New York Jets. You just gotta love that shit. That's just amazing. I mean, now to be fair, this just wasn't Nick Foles' doing. I mean, this was the part of the offense is doing as well. I mean, the offense is trash. Even the offensive lineman was trash. I mean, they was either hurt or sick due to COVID. So it is what it is. So Matt Nagy had a choice. He can either stop with the bullshit experiment of bringing in some injury-prone quarterback that can't amount to shit because of his fluke Super Bowl with the Eagles, or he can bring back in Trubisky and we can see where the offense goes from there. Simple, right? So that's what he did after Trubisky was recovering from that shoulder injury. And our offense finally, and I mean finally, well, they kind of did, but they woke back up. It was go time. Now, when Trubisky came back, he did solid. I'm not going to say he did great against the Packers. He did solid. But it was his first game back, and all he could do was pretty much try to win the game the best way he can. But the defense was just sleep the whole damn game. Them niggas are just like, just sleep. So there was really no coming back from that whatsoever. The Bears were the Packers' hoes that night. So then the Lions game. And I predicted that they would win the game, but they did not win the game. And I was just like, what the f? Now, mind you, this was a Lions team that didn't even have Matt Patricia, their previous head coach, in the game. They sent him on packing. They sent him on fishing. So the Bears gave away that game and then went on to destroy the Texans and beat that ass in a blowout game, which is something that I didn't even anticipate that we would actually win that game. It ended up being in the Bears' favor, so they took the W, baby. And Matt Nagy lives to see another day with the Chicago Bears, because this transition that he made could have gone a lot worse. And I can tell you that this season could have gone a lot different than I anticipated. So we'll just have to wait and see if they can make the playoffs. And if not, then this will just be another shitty season for the Chicago Bears. So we'll see what happens. But those are my quick analyst thoughts on the season. Let's see if they can make the playoffs. Do you guys think that the Bears can make the playoffs? Let me know in the comment section. What are your predictions? So with that being said, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, do what you gotta do. SBJ, I am out.